Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
There, hit me with it, man. Hit me with it. Come on.
Okay. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the latest edition of the Retro Wrestling Revival, baby. We are doing the Monday Night Wars, baby. 4 wars ago. I don't know how that goes, but it's just a fun night to celebrate the thing called wrestling, baby. We are in the middle of the Monday Night Wars right now. Right now, we are doing, it is April 14th, 1997. It is a Hart, man. It is Lex Luger's summer, spring, year of the torture rack, baby. He is on fire, and we are here to enjoy it. We are here to partake, and we got the co-owner of the Retro Wrestling Revival, Brother Martin, here with the other co-owner, Mr. Johnny Podcasting. I want to say, brother, I'm loving
my title correctly, Mr. Martin.
Johnny P, baby. How
Sensei
you doing?
What?
Sensei Johnny.
Sensei attitude.
Sensei attitude, baby. Speaking of that, we're giving a shout out.
Sweep the leg, Martin. You got a problem with that?
I do got a problem with that because guess what? Which I'm a man of honor and stutters. So by God, I'm excited to have some fun tonight, brother. We are here back for Nitro. We were going to do this Monday, but due to work obligations, I couldn't do it. But we are here live, baby, for all the renegades out there, if you will. So, Johnny P, brother, Sensei Wangland, are you excited tonight for Nitro?
I'm really excited for Nitro tonight. This is going to be a fun show, I think. It is a train wreck on paper, but it's going to be a fun show, I think. We always have a good time doing these shows, even if the cards suck and the matches suck and everything about it. We always have a fun time. We got a wild card tonight. There's even a performer I've never even heard of on here.
I'm excited. So, okay. Speaking of performers, I got a surprise for you. And I know you've been jonesing. Here we go.
What do you got?
Backstage with Jim Powers here. Jim, at the beginning of Rec Center, you came out with
Is he
Tino
alive?
Santana to help out Joey Noe and keep
No.
safe from Tom Brown's
Jim
guys.
Powers?
Yes, no, I don't know.
You know, I have traveled up and down the road thousands and thousands of miles with Tino Santana. Every major city around the world.
Come on, give me an Arriba.
Arriba!
Tino Santana was always in the main event. Where was I? In Tino Santana's shadow. Well, no
All right,
more.
take him off now.
As
We need
it
to get
goes.
to. We don't want to lose people here with Jim Howard. Unless he's giving out 30 packs of Keystone and shit. You know. I'm telling you.
we're the single reason Jim quit Cameo, but it's all right. Anyways,
Daniel is here tonight. He said, "Who's in the building tonight?" This guy, the WCW bought me a giant Siggy foam finger. I think they ate me.
the Giants gonna be on the show
WCW could
tonight.
roll out Senior Citizens Kane on a pole match and beat Raw, baby. What else we got here?
Bro.
The Sensei of all attitudes. Where do you think the WWF copied their famous era from? Yeah, Daniel knows it. They copied it from our friend Brad Attitude.
Brad Attitude.
Shout out to Brad, man. Let me tell you, I'm a fan of Brad. Brad Attitude.
Yes.
Look him up on Facebook. Give him some stuff. We got some Brad Attitude merch coming here. He's got a big fight coming up for AML here, and you know what this match is going to be, Chris? He's taking on White Mike in a Winston-Salem scaffold match.
Oh shit, I'm scared. I wouldn't want to fuck with Brad Attitude like with the Winston-Salem scaffold match.
Caucasian Mike, and he's going to put his ass out to pasture.
Whenever you put a city name on a match, you know shit's about to go down. I'm just saying.
How many Winston-Salem scaffold matches have you seen that people have survived from?
None. Okay.
Daniel says, man, myth, legend of powerbombing children with authority.
Okay, speaking of merchandise, I'm going to show off like my new shirt.
You got the KO shirt, huh?
A shout out to Mr. Kevin Owens.
He had a great match with Roman at Royal Rumble. Did. I really enjoyed that match. Boy, I got to say one thing about modern era wrestling that you mentioned KO here. I'm a little critical sometimes of KO because I think if he took his appearance more seriously, I think he'd be just a mega star. And I'm big fan of his work in the ring and stuff.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, okay, anybody that shits on Roman Reigns in wrestling is a dope. This guy is the best thing going in years in wrestling and what he's doing. Sami Zayn is fantastic. The stuff they've been doing with the Bloodline, KO, everything. My God, I got to give Roman Reigns credit. I like to channel my inner tribal chief at certain points because that's how much I like what Roman Reigns is doing. What a fucking performer he is.
Roman, hands down, and I know some of the 5-star fanatics, they're going to not like us for saying this, but this is the God honest truth. There is nobody on God's green earth that is a better performer and a better wrestler right now than Roman Reigns. There is no one even on his level. Period.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Daniel says it true. You must acknowledge the tribal chief at all times. Literally has this superstar feel that nobody has. 100%, hands down. Superstar feel though tonight on this show, Mr. Martin, is we got a doozy of a card. You want to hear wait. Tonight?
High voltage superstar feel, right?
They are here tonight. Let me just tell you, high voltage is here.
Yes, Kenny Chaos.
All right, here. Opening the show tonight. So if you guys want to go watch with us, go to Peacock. It's the easiest way to find it. It's going to be the April 14th, 1997 edition of WCW Nitro. Just go check it out over there. Easiest way to do it. So if you want to watch along, there it is. This is the card tonight, Chris. This is coming from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, right here tonight.
EC Dub.
They're in EC Dub's background, or what's the right word for that? There,
backyard.
ECW's backyard. There we go. Backyard of ECW tonight. They're in Philly. When I think WCW, I think Philadelphia. So great spot. I'm sure it was a good way to take a dig at ECW and WWF at the time from WCW's perspective to kind of go in there. Yeah. So, but I'm sure we're going to get a hot crowd from Philly. They always have a hot crowd out there. But this is the card tonight, Chris. We got leading off tonight. Chris Benoit is taking on the Barbarian. Yep. Mm-hmm. Always love watching the Crippler wrestle. That's all I'll say about that. We always have to say that when Chris comes on.
Why do we have to it's sad we have to preface
this. We have to do it every time because of what he did. Just a phenomenal performer to always watch in the ring. Love watching Chris Benoit wrestle, and I'll say it at that. But he's taking on the Barbarian, and another one of the biggest tough guys in the history of wrestling. So I'm sure that's going to be a quick match, but I'm sure they're going to beat the shit out of each other pretty good. So let's see what we got from that. This is where it gets a little interesting tonight.
What's that?
All right, so we got Dean Malenko, which me and you are big Dean Malenko fans.
Oh, we love Dean.
This is going to be for the U.S. title. He's taking on Hector Guerrero. Why is Hector Guerrero getting a title shot for the U.S. title? We haven't seen him on the show in a long time.
I guess because Eddie just decided to take the night off. I don't know. Hector, go wrestle for me.
This next match should be really good if they give them enough time. It's going to be Rey Mysterio Jr. versus Juventud Guerrera. So...
that match of the night. I'm calling it.
If they give him enough time, it definitely will be because, Ray and Juvi can freaking go in the ring. So that should be a fun one to watch. Next match. This could be a sleeper, not because of the second performer, but because of the first one. Ultimo Dragon's in here. This is for the WCW title. Ultimo Dragon's in here. Love Ultimo Dragon. Guy's phenomenal. He's taken on Prince Iaukea, a.k.a. the snooze fest right there, usually for me.
What's he the prince of?
I don't know. The prince of friggin' shit. He's terrible. I don't get it, man. I don't understand. Daniel says that he probably won a couple opening matches on Worldwide. Would have been world champ based on that.
I am going to read some comments that Daniel has sent me yesterday. Right. I'm sorry. Later on.
We'll get to him later on. Daniel's always got the best comments. I just got to say it. He really does. Next match is going to be for the Cruiserweight title. Excuse me. Ultimo Dragon is not taking on Prince Iaukea. Prince Iaukea is in the second match. Ultimo Dragon is taking on somebody I've never heard of for the Cruiserweight title. Lane Carlson. Do you know who Lane Carlson is?
Dude, the ultimate professional, okay? How can you not be a Laniac? I mean, come on.
Lane Carlson.
Dude,
I've never heard of Lane Carlson.
Wow, Lane Carlson's bigger than Roman Reigns when it comes to it. No one knowing who the hell he is.
All right, we gotta have a cameo here for Lane Carlson. Okay, hold on a second here, Chris.
MMA.us and Cage Insider. Connor, take a look around you. You got a lot of champions, a lot of grizzled vets. Who do you think would give you the hardest fight out of anybody on stage?
Right here. Right here, the hardest hitting 145-pound, the real hardest hitting 145er, right here. This guy TKOs people. When I knock people out, they don't fucking move. They're not. Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that? You know damn well who I am. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, I think Connor said it right there. Who the is that right there? Lane Carlson. Then we get Prince Iaukea taking on Syxx for the Cruiserweight title next. Then this is where the show's probably going to take a turn for the worse right here.
Oh, God.
The fucking Public Enemy is here again, and they're taking on High Voltage.
Oh, wait. We know who Lane Carlson is, actually. It's Lenny Lane.
Is it really?
Yes. Lenny Lane.
Lenny Lane, one of the West Hollywood blondes or whatever.
Yeah, like the
Honey and Lodi.
He's like the Dollar Tree version of Chris Jericho.
Daniel said Lane Carlson put my gas last week.
Come
Great
on,
guy, much better than Prince. All right, I like that one. He's out there pumping the gas over at the quick fill. So all right,
you know they say cash, gas, grass, or ass. No one rides for free. Anyway.
The next match is going to be Iron Man match. It's going to be the Giant versus Big Al.
Good God.
Okay, over or under? Does this match go over a minute?
No, I give it 46 seconds.
I'm going to go with 50 seconds that this match is going to be.
Okay.
We got to time it. When the match starts, we're going to put a fucking stopwatch on there. What is your guess?
46 seconds.
My guess is 50 seconds.
The Giant cigarette break lasts longer than this match.
That's like him running on the treadmill for an hour for him at 50 seconds. But with these, he was in heavy smoking phase. Okay, let's just stay there. All right, so you're going 46 seconds. I'm going 50. We'll time this right here when it comes off to see who wins. Okay.
I gotcha.
All right. Then we got DDP taking on Konnan. That could be a real fun match. Yeah, it could be a fun match right there. For like the 9 millionth time, we're getting this next match: Jeff Jarrett and Steve Mongo McMichael versus the Harlem Heat. But at least we got Debra and Sister Sherri out here.
Ooh, how you doing?
And done with both teams.
Me and you, we've been extremely big fans of Mongo lately.
He's been doing good
with our Nitro watch along. So
he's been improving on the shows. That's
dude,
for sure.
Mongo Mania's been running wild.
Daniel says under Big Al passes out for giant Siggy breath. Then we got in the main event tonight. Now this could be interesting. I don't know how this will work out, but we'll see. Lex Luger, once again we said the man of 97, one of the big parts of 97.
Oh yeah,
is taking on one of my favorites of all time, Big Sexy Kevin Nash. And in Kevin Nash's corner is Buff Bagwell, Michael Wall Street, NWO Sting, Scott Norton, Syxx, Ted DiBiase, and Vincent. Boy, those are odds for the total package tonight, huh?
Without a doubt. And a shout out to Marcus Bagwell, 5 months sober tonight, yesterday.
Good for him, man.
Hell yeah.
Good for him. Great feat. Good to hear that he's on the upside of things. So
hell yeah, man! Like we're so happy for him, and like we wish him nothing but the best here at the Retro Wrestling Revival.
No
So,
doubt.
there you go.
Great to see he's on the right track. I listened to him on 83 Weeks a few weeks ago. I finally catching up on my podcast after vacation, and I caught an old clip. He came on 83 Weeks when they did him, and it was great to hear he was in good spirits, and great to hear he's doing sober. 5 months, man, phenomenal stuff. Good job to Buck.
Hell yeah.
Bagwell. 100%. Got to give credit where credit's due, and keep up on the good path, Mr. Bagwell. Love to hear it. Now let's get into the show. You got Peacock loaded up. You ready to roll?
I got the cock
All
stocked and ready to unload.
All right. Once again, everybody, if you want to watch with us, go on over to WCW Monday Nitro, Season 3, Episode 15, April 14th, 1997. Let's get it rolling here, Chris. Let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Hit that play button, buddy.
Boom.
All right. We're leaving off where we left off at the last couple weeks. Hogan and Nash having a conversation here about the history of the NWO and what's going on with them.
I mean, do you smell dissension within the New World Order, John?
I think so. Big Sexy's got those eyes right now, like he's ready to fucking kill him.
Oh God! All right, so what's your timestamp? I'm sorry, it froze up for a second.
28 seconds.
All right, I'm at 34 right now. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that shit.
Little match here between these two.
Do you believe the rumors that Hogan cannot feel the bottom of his body?
Absolutely. Probably it's very difficult for him in some spots. I'm sure. Imagine how many surgeries the dude's had.
That's true. I mean,
I saw him walking around on a cane or in a picture recently.
And the thing about it, brother, like me and you, we are huge Hogan fans, and we have nothing but the utmost love and respect for the man sacrificing like he did to entertain us. So, I mean, it sucks. I mean, just what the physical toll that these performers put on their bodies.
Look at DDP back here with that old school mullet that he's rocking out.
Dude, would you rock that DDP shirt?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely, man. Shoot, yeah. Macho. One of the performers I miss the most is
Leapin' Lanny, man. His brother.
Yeah, man.
Just
Lanny
passed away.
Poffo passed away last week. His brother. Terrible to hear. Sting coming down from the rafters last week. Boy, Chris, they really had to do a highlight reel here because last week's show, me and you watched it a few weeks back. It was terrible.
Yeah.
This was the best part of the show with Sting at the end coming out and kind of holding off the whole NWO by himself.
It's really, really bad that me and you, like, the show was so bad we couldn't even release it.
It was terrible. It was a dreadful Nitro for sure.
Yeah.
This is just a great build-up that they're starting now here with Sting and the NWO, the Lex stuff that's coming on. Look at him chucking that bat behind him. Boy, that was an impressive throw.
Hell yeah.
That was an impressive throw right to DDP.
Oh, speaking of Sting, the great Muta just recently had his retirement match with Sting and Darby Allin.
Who ended up winning?
It was Muta.
Muta won?
Yeah, I think Muta won. Hold on. I'm going to double check that. Don't quote me on it. Hold on.
Here comes the WCW intro. We always
I love this.
It's the best.
Yes.
Brings you back to a time when wrestling was the best. And
hey, man.
Oh, just loved it. Such a good time.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Okay, hold on. Great Muta teamed with Sting and Allin, and they won. Okay.
Good. And that was his final match of his career?
Yep.
Boy, he's been around a long time. He's got to be in his 60s, right?
I'm going to look that up, actually. I think either 60s or 70s. The Muta is a freaking a huge innovator, a legend, a man that just very, very few, especially from the Far East, can even come close to the impact the man's made on that business.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. When you look forward to Mondays to see what was next, that was this era for wrestling for sure, Daniel.
Oh God. Muta, 60 years old.
60 years old. Well, he's had a hell of a long career. Good for him.
Mm.
Got Larry Zbyszko, the living legend, and Tony Schiavone out here on commentary to kick the show off.
Oh, man. Tony Schiavone, the constant classic.
I want one of those denim Nitro shirts.
Dude.
Well, listen to the crowd yelling for Larry. They're loving them some Zbyszko.
Dude, it's crazy, man, how over Larry, an announcer, was at this time.
Yeah.
Do you think Larry was more over as an announcer or as a wrestler?
I think at this point in time, he was the most over in his career, and he was very over at some points in his career, especially the AWA.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, Bruno Sammartino put him over, so doesn't that say enough right there?
Yeah, Bruno, I mean, one of the greatest ever.
Here comes the NWO, and they're coming out.
Hell yeah.
Here. Let's see what they got going on now.
Dude, Jeff Farmer.
Yep. He's here. NWO Sting. Look at that Rodman shirt on Bischoff there.
That's awesome. And
Flash Norton's out there. $6 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Where's Virgil at? Where's he at?
He's
there he
stuck.
is.
Oh, wait. You sure that he's not stuck in the Olive Garden?
No, he had to break free at this point right now. Daniel's very true here. He said you never hear someone get chance to announcer from the jump like Larry. Nope. They loved Larry Zbyszko at this time.
I would say the closest to that recently, I would say, is Pat McAfee.
He's a great announcer, too.
Dude, Pat's over like a motherfucker.
He is. He's more over than most of the wrestlers on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I got to give WWE credit. From what I've seen, they've been doing pretty darn good.
They have. Since Triple H, he took over, the product has done a complete 180.
Not enough to make me watch it every week, but
what
I've seen is pretty good.
But it's starting to be good enough to where you're wanting to check it out more and more, though, right?
No, it's definitely not that good. I'll never watch consistently wrestling again on a Monday. That's not going to happen. But I definitely enjoy watching, you know, what the clips of things I've seen. I like the big shows like the Rumble.
Oh yeah,
Pat against Reigns. That'd be fun. Even at a
that'd be great.
show, yeah, that could be a fun one.
Oh yeah, and but I gotta say, man, Mania I think is going to be phenomenal this year. I'm excited to see it.
Do you think Virgil will be at Mania?
Virgil actually is he's going to cater the pasta bar there.
Lucky guys.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like Virgil should be opening up like a meat sauce like brand of his own that he puts.
No
in the
shit.
Stores.
Why is
this not being done? Free ideas from Sensei Attitude here. Okay.
There you go, Sensei Attitude.
Free ideas.
You can take it, Virgil. There you go. We just want 15% of the gross sales. That's all.
Okay. It's a very, very fair ask right there, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
They're heading to the ring now. The NWO is going to take the look at we got Wildcat Willie out there. Do you think the NWO is going to jump Wildcat Willie?
Dude, they would be horrible individuals for jumping Wildcat Willie. I mean, Wildcat has inspired me to do great things within my life.
Daniel goes, he'll cater the pasta bar and leave 1/30 of a breadstick.
Yes.
Dude, Larry's selling this good right here, man. He's pissed.
Dude, which I would love for me and you to get like these jean shirts made with like our logo on it.
You know they got to be somewhere out there, like those old school Nitro jean denim shirts or whatever, the jean jacket looking things.
Oh yeah. You know,
did you ever rock one of them out? Don't lie.
No, I didn't, which was unfortunate. I didn't.
Not the Nitro one, but let me tell you, I have a school picture with one of those denim shirts on.
I did wear it. Yes, I did do a denim shirt.
Plug your ears, Chris. Plug your ears. It's the Dungeon of Doom's theme song.
Would you say this is one of the worst themes ever?
Yes. I'd rather listen to Isaac Yankem DDS's theme song.
Oh, God.
I hate the Dungeon of Doom. Not the performers in it, because they got some great performers. The Dungeon of Doom was the worst faction to me. Just terrible.
I think right after 1996, they should have just disbanded them.
Love the Horseman's theme song, though.
Oh, yeah.
It just fit, like, the Horseman's theme song just fit for the Horseman perfect.
I agree. And I know, once again, we have to preface this. We don't agree with what Benoit did, but we loved him as a performer.
As a performer, Chris, okay, when you see him coming out, and this is being real, this is talking about it once again, as a performer at this point in time. When Chris Benoit came out to you, does he look like a badass and does he look cool?
He looks cool as shit, dude.
Yep.
He looks like somebody just based off his facials you do not want to fuck with.
Yep.
At all.
100%. He looked like a badass. He was cool coming out. He didn't need to talk a lot, and he wasn't a good promo and all that stuff. I know. Look at him in the ring here, man.
Would you say Benoit's one is top 10 greatest technical wrestlers of all time?
Absolutely. No doubt about it.
I got you.
No doubt about it. I don't even have to think about it. I throw him in the top 5 probably.
Bret Hart, of course, is number 1.
Bret Hart's number 1 to me. Shawn Michaels is definitely in there. Ric Flair, for what he would do, is in there. Benoit. I mean, I really have to think about that firmly, but Benoit, top 10, definitely, maybe top 5 for me.
William Regal, Fit Finlay, like they're really good.
Great performers. Benoit was just a whole other level of good, though.
Oh yeah,
in the ring, you could tell that this guy just loved to wrestle.
Oh god, yeah. This was his passion,
wrestler.
Man. Oh no. Speaking of Fit Finlay, me and you got some ideas rolling around, and we might be having Fit on one of our future shows. So that's all I'm going to say.
Not as an interview, folks. Don't take
no.
We're gonna do some cool discussions in the future on some people. Oh shit, Benoit and Barbarian missed that one, throwing him through. That was a botch.
Because Fit is a very underappreciated wrestler. So, period. Oh, good lord, the Barbarian, man.
Daniel said, as a performer, not many were more believable. Super dull charisma-wise, though. Yeah, he didn't have the flair with talking. You know, he didn't have that pizzazz to him. It was just in the ring. When he was in the ring, you believed him that he was.
Agree.
He could kick your ass at any time, and he was a tiny guy. What was he, about 5'8", 5'7", or something like that?
He's 5'8".
Yeah,
and what you call it? Just absolutely, just vicious, like his name, Rabid Wolverine, was absolutely perfect for him because
Crippler, all those different ones that he had, they all fit him.
He was like a fucking buzzsaw, man. And the thing is that one of my favorite wrestling moments of all time was
him and Eddie.
After, hugging in the middle of the ring, dude. Absolutely freaking, that was wrestling to me, man. Absolutely just awesome. Molding wrestling storylines like with real life. Just, it was so perfect.
Flying headbutt by Benoit right to Barbarian. 1, 2, and 3. Quick victory right there. Here comes the rest of the Dungeon of Doom. We got Hugh Morris. Jesus Christ. Sullivan again with him.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez, man.
Would you like to willingly feature Sullivan on a show that's not a Nitro?
Sullivan's a great performer.
I know,
He's great. I'm so sick of this feud with them. It's been going on forever. Get over it now, WCW. Was he booking at the time or something that he just kept having to put himself out here all the time?
I don't know, but I know he booked Benoit to win the world title before Benoit jumped ship.
Why are the Horsemen just coming out now?
Because Ric Flair was in the limo with some fine ladies.
These guys just never fucking gave up with this feud. They never stopped it. It was so old after a while. And I mean, they had some good matches too, that's for sure, but it just got old. Daniel said Sullivan and Benoit truly defined fight forever, except no one chanted it.
Okay, so in 1997, booking, the head booker was Kevin Sullivan, and Eric Bischoff. And Eric Bischoff had the final say.
Of course, because he was the head of the company. But he stayed out of the creative, though, they said. Yeah, he really trusted Sullivan, of course.
So
Sullivan was a great booker for the most part.
Which I'm going to quote Brian Pillman. Hey there, Booker man.
Sullivan was a very good booker for the most part, in my opinion, with a lot of things.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I agree.
But he did not need to be on the show at this point. It was overkill.
I agree.
It was just total overkill. You know who this guy? You know who Benoit reminds me of a little bit here in his face?
It was
that guy from the Mighty Ducks series. They're the new Game Changers. That's the new coach, Josh Duhamel.
Yes.
I got that Josh Duhamel vibe. I think that's how you say his name.
I can see that. Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think about season 2?
It's okay. I watched it because I'm a Mighty Ducks guy. It wasn't that bad.
Emilio,
I thought it was going to be worse, but it's hard for me to watch the Mighty Ducks without Gordon Bombay. There's no Mighty Ducks without Gordon Bombay.
Is there the possibility of him coming back for season 3?
I think so. Yeah, I think they leave it open for him to come back for another season. If they renew it, but they kind of left it open, of course, for them to do it. Yeah, Daniel even says it too. We want Bombay. Everybody wants Bombay.
We should do like a hashtag. We want Bombay.
Bring back Gordon.
Yeah.
There's no friggin' Mighty Ducks without Gordon Bombay.
Well, it's kind of like the new Scream movie that's coming out, Scream 6.
There's another Scream movie coming out?
Yes. And Nev Campbell, like the main lead character who plays Sydney, she's not going to be in the movie. So it's like, why the fuck would you...
How old is she now, though?
I think she's in like her late 40s.
Gotta be older than that, bro.
She's
Maybe. She's still a Fox?
Yes, still. Oh,
all
yeah.
Right. I haven't seen her in a movie maybe since Scream.
Courtney Cox is in it too.
Okay.
So,
she's a cougar.
Oh yeah. She's 49.
49. All right. I haven't seen her in ages, so I'll have to look up a picture of her later.
Wild Things. I grew up on that movie.
Yeah, I know why you grew up on that movie, you pervert. We'll throw that one out there.
Guilty as charged.
All right, who's coming out now? What do we got? Let's see.
And
it's Hector.
Oh, dude, Hector.
Look at that jacket right there. Look at those tights he's got on.
Dude, that...
Did the Guerreros have one of the best mustaches out there?
Dude, mustaches and mullets.
You think Hector's giving mustache rides to everybody?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
How do you think the guy was making money on the side? I mean...
Daniel says she's going to be a grandma and still be the main survivor. Let me get my dentures in real quick. Scream 16 in theaters in 2052.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And they're talking about...
Here comes the Iceman right here, and I'm not talking about Val Kilmer. Dean Malenko coming on out.
Oh, speaking of Top Gun, they were shooting scenes for the for Top Gun 3 here in Myrtle Beach. There was a jet that shot down a balloon here in Myrtle Beach a few days ago. It was a Chinese spy balloon.
Okay, gotcha.
So yes,
is that a real story?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. We should stick the Iceman after him.
Oh yeah. Dean Malenko, me and you we're talking, and me and you feel that Dean is one of the most underrated wrestlers ever.
No doubt. It's a shame his career ended the way it did, kind of early like that, but
how is he not in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. I don't get it. In my opinion, he should be, but he's forgotten about, because he really didn't have that long of a career on TV, maybe less than 10 years.
Yeah. But still,
I'd say maybe 8 years or so.
But the impact he made was very, very...
it was wrestling big forever.
But I think Dean was overshadowed by, the bigger stars.
It's because he was small at that in this era. It's because he wasn't a big guy. Another guy like Benoit, about 5'7", 5'8".
Just imagine...
When Dean was in there, didn't you think that he could win at any time?
Yes. Yeah. Extremely believable, regardless
Same
of
with
the
Benoit,
size.
Right?
Oh, God, yeah. And
more believable.
Just imagine if Dean was in his prime right now while wrestling in AEW. Kenny Omega, freaking Maxwell Jacob Friedman. I mean, just freaking Penta. Just imagine the matches that Dean could have with them.
Now, Dean is suffering now from Parkinson's disease or something, right?
Yes, I believe. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. Actually,
I know he's still, performing his roles, but I know he's had some really bad health issues. Shout out to the King Jerry Lawler on a speedy recovery. What do you have, a stroke this week?
Yeah.
Right, Chris?
Yes, he did. A shout out to him. We definitely hope that he feels better, that he recovers, and that he's stronger than ever. Because Jerry was a big part of our childhood, dude. I mean, let's just be honest here.
Of course he was. I mean, he was a voice of wrestling for all those years with JR.
Yeah.
Long live the King. That's right, Daniel. No doubt about it.
Which in my opinion, JR and King were the second or third greatest duo of all time.
To me, the second, probably.
Yeah, the first was, of course, we got to say this for the 1,000th time, and we're going to say it like 1,000 times more. Gorilla and the Brain.
Yeah, Gorilla and the Brain were pretty darn awesome.
Yes.
They were pretty darn awesome.
All
the best in my book.
Amen to that. Amen. Okay, hold on.
Good fast-paced match here with Malenko and Guerrero.
Yes, he does have like the Parkinson's disease.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I hope he feels better and does his, gets through it. I know it's one that there's really not a recovery for, but you can only kind of manage it. So
you could hope to slow it down.
Yeah, him screaming puppies was a big part of all of us becoming a teenager. That's for sure, Daniel.
That's true.
Jerry Lawler was the ultimate hornball. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, he was.
Hector Guerrero's tapping out there to the Cloverleaf, the Texas Cloverleaf. I
Dude,
love that move, by the way.
Oh god, that's my favorite submission of all time. Actually, I love Texas Cloverleaf.
Here's Eddie coming out, one of our all-time favorites. Eddie's coming out now.
Eddie, yes, you guys know the love that me and John have for Eddie.
Arm in a sling here, kind of setting up this feud here a little further with Malenko and Guerrero. Eddie's coming out to check on his brother.
Which actually, the feud between Eddie and Dean in Extreme Championship Wrestling helped with making that company mainstream.
He's got some bitchin' cowboy boots right now. Let me tell you that.
How do you break in your
cowboy boots like that?
I do, actually.
Okay.
They're made from ostrich.
Ostrich cowboy boots.
Yes. What about you, John? What are your cowboy boots? Ooh, kangaroo boots. Now are they made from like the pouches of the kangaroo?
Baby kangaroos. Like veal, you get the baby cow.
Yeah.
Babies are special.
Oh, soft.
Look at Reggie White. What a name. What a blast from the past right there, Chris. Reggie freaking White.
The Minister of Defense, they used to call him. One of the greatest.
He was a hell of a defender, wasn't he?
Oh, the widely considered the greatest defensive end ever. So that's saying something. Oh, speaking of greatness, cruiserweights. These guys were the foundation for the success of World Championship Wrestling during this time. And they basically set it up, and the New World Order knocked them down. And Juvi was a big part of that. Would you agree, John?
Juvi was very good.
But this man right here was the main one for you.
He was really good. This was it right here for me, though. My favorite cruiserweight was Rey Mysterio. No doubt. Loved him. I remember watching him as a kid, and I told you about the Psychosis matches. Me and you have talked about this in
absolutely amazing
years. Just
the
matches they had. ECW watching him, and then when he came to WCW, cruiserweights were like one of my favorite things to watch every week.
Oh yeah,
they would come on. These guys, I would be in awe watching them as a kid. Flipping and flying around and doing it and just doing things that you had never seen.
Oh god, yeah, and which I compare like the cruiserweights to like the shot of adrenaline for you, which it gets you stoked, it gets you jacked up, and then like you're ready to watch the rest of the show. Like they get you going, and that's what the cruiserweights did, man. Like they got you hooked into the show to where you wanted to finish the whole thing.
So what do you think about this Dominic? Let me throw this to you here. I thought Dominic Mysterio was drab and boring in the beginning. I think it's been really funny the shit he's done with Rhea Ripley, and I think this prison stuff that he's doing.
Excellent.
Let me throw it to you now, though. I want to throw this to you for a second. What do you think about Dominic, and what do you think it holds for Dominic's career?
I think Dominic is absolutely fantastic right now, like within the role he's in. I feel like Dominic he's got a ton of potential in that he's using he's been in prison, so he's had it hard and this and that, and straight up, it's absolutely amazing to see what Dominic's done with it. I love it. It fits his character perfectly. He is just doing a phenomenal job, and it's a reminder of Chyna and Eddie from the early 2000s. I feel like Dominic and Rhea are perfect for each other. Like they play off each other to the T, and that the Judgment Day is the group that saved Dominic's career, because hands down, he was boring. He was plain as vanilla when it came to the thing like with Ray. But now he's fun, he's entertaining, he's believable, and which I can't wait to see the blow off match with Ray at Mania. So I love Dominic.
Daniel mentioned it right. He suffered a lot of hard times when he was in the pen in those 5 minutes.
Dude, he was, man.
He's got his teardrop in there, you know.
Did you hear the story about him? Did you hear the story about him at the lunch in the lunchroom? He's talking about how somebody like was trying to take his biscuit and he had to fuck him up to show the rest of the crew that he meant business. So like they backed off.
Good stuff.
Then everybody else is saying, dude, you just went to county jail. Like you weren't in prison.
Jeez, look at Hoovy and Ray go here in the ring.
Oh, yeah, fantastic. Beautiful.
These guys don't have an off switch at this point of their career. They haven't stopped from the minute they started this match. It's just high speed the whole time. Look at Ray and look at that move.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Right.
Jesus.
Oh, good Lord. Hoovy's still going strong all these years later, too. So is Ray.
The Philadelphia crowd does not appreciate this match as much so far, in my opinion.
This is a throwback to their stuff. Oh, beautiful West Coast pop. They weren't given enough time. Boy, that was beautiful.
You missed that one wrong, and you got a broken fucking neck.
Dude, the straw hat guy is in the crowd.
Straw hat guy and the dude next to him. Look at that shirt that guy's rocking out. Woo!
That guy was at every ECW show.
Martin. Come on.
He did. He did.
I'm telling you.
I feel like they should have been given like at least 5 more minutes.
Already better than Raw this week. So far, definitely. That Raw last week. We'll come to that conclusion at the end here. But let me tell you, hot start to the show with these first few matches.
This
might take a turn for the worse though when the Public Enemy come out.
John, this has exceeded my expectations so far.
Hey Chris, don't worry. Castrol GTX, remember, they're a sponsor for the show tonight. They're engineered for a greater protection against breakdown. It's cold up here in the north, Chris. All right.
Do you use Castrol GTX?
Oh, of course I do. They're a sponsor of the show and WCW Nitro tonight. I don't know where to get it anymore, but use me some Castrol GTX. All right. That's for
you
sure.
Got it.
Oh boy, look who's here, Luna Vachon.
Luna Vachon. She sounds like she smoked 14 packs today.
Boy, she was a fucking character, wasn't she?
Oh yeah, man. And Luna doesn't get the love she deserves either.
You think anybody really gave a shit at this point in time about Medusa or Luna Vachon, though?
Not at all, dude. Bischoff basically even said on a show that the women's division was an afterthought.
Do you know that Medusa said this last week? I saw in one of the headlines that she never made more than $100,000 a year in professional wrestling.
Wow,
can you believe that?
I can believe it, but like that's a crime. I mean, because if it wasn't for women like Medusa and Luna and many others, these women like Sasha, like Charlotte, like so many others making millions.
Throw back to last week here. Let's go back to South Africa for the Public Enemy match. Your commentator, the Honky Tonk Man.
Oh my God,
was that awful last week or what? Man, why would they do that? All right, who do we got next here? Oh, is this Lane Carlson, a.k.a. Lenny Lane? Yep. Here's Lane Carlson out here.
What? Okay. I'm doing my honky tonk impression.
Yeah, just get quiet and don't say anything for the first 3 minutes of this match, and we'll just go.
Ultimo Dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ultimo Dragon's here.
I love that
Crickets.
Television title.
Crickets.
That's one of the most beautiful.
I got some words of advice here for Ultimo Dragon for Lane Carlson here in a second. All right.
What's that?
Daniel said, to be an afterthought, I'd be shocked Bischoff had a thought for the women's division. Bring in Medusa, do nothing. He paid her less than $100,000 a year to just throw the trash in the belt in the trash here. If Ultimo Dragon wants to take him out first, I just got to say we got to give him a little advice here on what to do here for Lane Carlson. Okay.
So you okay? Can you go on?
Lenny.
Body bag! Yeah! All right. Feet. Do it again.
All right, thanks, Tommy. We appreciate that. Words of advice from Tommy from the Karate Kid here.
Give a body bag. Dude, Lenny Lane.
Yeah.
A lot of
Whatever
people.
happened to Lenny Lane?
I have no fucking clue, but he was like the Dollar Tree version of Chris Jericho. I'm gonna look that up actually.
Yeah,
What is up
Lenny
with
Lane
Lenny
these days?
Is he alive?
He's a manager, assistant manager at the local Arby's in
Hey.
Chautauqua, Mississippi.
There ain't no shame in that.
There is no shame in it. That's what he's rocking. Isn't Elix Skipper like a manager at Applebee's or something now? They said?
I think, yeah. And that's a damn shame because fucking Elix should be like a coach somewhere for wrestling.
He did an interview recently, actually. He said he was content with stepping away from it. He wanted a more consistent life for his family, and that's why he doesn't do anything.
He was so unbelievably talented.
Oh, Elix was great. It's good to see, though, when people know when the time is to get out and they go get a normal job and go out there and go do their thing. People stick around way too long in the business.
I agree. Ric Flair. Anyways,
Ric Flair.
Yeah, he almost died in his last match.
So, what are you gonna say about Lenny?
Lenny's last television match was on September 30th, 2008 of ECW on Sci-Fi, losing a squash match to Jack Swagger.
He was on ECW on Sci-Fi?
Yes, for one appearance. I can't find any information on what he's currently doing right now.
Okay. Well, if anybody knows what Lenny's up to these days, we wish old Lenny the best.
He was
like him and Lodi as the West Hollywood Blondes. Did you think it was a funny gimmick?
I thought it was funny, but it was extremely stereotypical. But it is what
stereotypical.
Do you remember the shtick on Saturday Night Live called the Ambiguously Gay Duo?
Yes,
that's what the West Hollywood Blondes were actually based off of. Yeah. It's like now they have to be, but they can't be. Are they? Aren't they? Like, yeah, that. And then the Rainbow Express in TNA.
Yeah, that's what they were called in TNA, right? We saw them in the early days of it.
Oh yeah. All right. Lenny owns and wrestles for Primetime Wrestling, apparently. Okay, as
Primetime Wrestling.
Primetime Wrestling in Bloomington, Minnesota.
You think he's hanging out with Jesse the Body?
Oh, Jesse the Body with his tortillas. He's got a silo for tortillas.
Why don't you tell me?
Why don't you tell me? Chris Kyle is a coward. I sued him.
Billy and Chuck and their theme music. Oh my gosh, yes. The Billy and Chuck days. They were pretty funny. Yeah. They were pretty funny.
You look so good to me.
Oh man. All right, quick reminder to everybody, whether you're checking this out live later on YouTube or on Facebook, make sure that you like and follow the page or subscribe on YouTube. We greatly appreciate it. Quick plug out there for that.
Just look at me.
Sonny Onoo with some kicks here to Lane Carlson, aka Lenny Lane. You know, Lenny Lane was smart here. He put the Lane on the back of his trunk so he could be Lane Carlson one week. The next week he could be Lenny Lane.
Oh, double pay.
What can you say? They're twins.
Well, it's like Mick Foley, like smart. Like the guy could get paid 3 times on one night.
The crowd is just definitely not into this match, though. And it's not for a lack of trying on both competitors. They're doing the best they can. Nice suplex there by the Ultimo Dragon to win the match.
The Dragon suplex, yeah. Lenny's not a bad performer. It's just very bland and generic.
Here's a better line that Daniel put out there. If you like and follow the page. Here's a better plug. If you don't like and follow the page, what are you doing? There's no mercy in this dojo.
There's no mercy in this dojo.
We will sweep your leg. And then if you don't,
we will.
All right?
We will.
So make sure you give it a like and follow there. Thank you very much.
There's no mercy in this dojo. Oh God.
Boy, you mess up on one of these suplexes in the wrong way and land wrong, you got a broken neck.
I agree. Look at Big E.
Yep. Ultimo's still wrestling here and there, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
What do you think his belt room in his house looks like with all the belts that he had at some point?
Good Lord.
He had about 9 at one point, didn't he?
Yes. Ultimo is the most decorated Japanese wrestler in history, actually. So
He's another one who doesn't get enough love for all the great things that he did in the business.
I agree 1,000%.
Oh, hey, Chris, hold on. We got WCW Saturday Night. What's happening this week on the show? Let's see.
Oh, man, this gives me flashbacks to my grandpa. Just every time that I was down here to visit Saturday nights, me and my grandpa would watch WCW Saturday Night together. It was awesome.
Those were the good old days.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Saturday Night was dying a little bit at this. It was dying a slow death at this point, but
it was
their flagship forever.
Worldwide wasn't. Worldwide was getting stronger.
Oh, they're getting bigger and better.
And World Championship Pro.
Want to get a title shot, man? Go on Worldwide, like Daniel said earlier.
Oh, we want to give a shout out to Matt Cordona. He won the inaugural Jericho Cruise Aquatic Oceanic World Championship.
Wow.
He won a tournament on the Jericho Cruise.
That's a hell of a thing right there.
Did you see Jerichohausen?
I did. Daniel shared that with me since Daniel is a big Markhausen for Danhausen. He shared that with me. So big ups to Jerichohausen and Danhausen. They're a tag team now, right?
Yes. On the cruise, they were tag team.
Daniel's favorite wrestler in the business is, I think, Danhausen. Am I wrong, Daniel? Tell me if I'm wrong. I think think Danhausen's is probably his favorite, though.
Danhausen's evil. Like, that guy will curse you.
Daniel said that Hector is the king of worldwide. He's beyond the king of worldwide, Daniel.
Worldwide, baby.
Oh, boy. Everybody, it's time to go to sleep here, and it's not Ahmed Johnson. It's Prince Iaukea coming out.
Motley Cruz, catch me out. I'm Motley Cruz. I'm going to be facing Hector Guerrero on Worldwide.
How did Prince Iaukea last as long as he did in WCW?
I don't know.
This guy literally, nobody gave a shit about him for the entire time that he was there. Was he ever over at all? Is there one person clapping? There's one kid clapping for him right there. And I think it's just because he just wants to be on camera.
Bro,
he's doing the island dance here like they did in Hawaii when I was there this year.
Yeah, bro.
Polynesian dance.
Bro. Here's an idea, bro. All right, bro. He's got Prince with his name, bro. There's a singer named Prince, bro. Why don't we just have him, bro, show up as a Prince impersonator, bro? Bro, that will definitely get asses in seats. What do you think,
you
bro?
might want to wipe your beard. You got some chips or some shit in there.
Oh, sorry, peanuts.
Or no, it's like peanuts here. There you go. Falling out of the. You got to get the peanuts. You got to clip that beard down, Chris. All right. You're looking like the homeless guy on the street right now. Daniel says, I have to be a big Markhausen. I don't want to be cursed. And if there was ever a wrestler that deserved to be cursed, it's Prince Iaukea. Bischoff probably thought he signed Rocky Maivia instead of Prince Iaukea.
Was it? Hold on. Was it? What's his name? The dynamic dude. Damn it, I cannot think of his name. John Laurinaitis. He signed the wrong one-legged wrestler.
I think that was Johnny Ace right there.
How do you sign the wrong one-legged wrestler?
What do you think Johnny Ace is doing these days? I hope he saved his money.
I don't know.
He ain't getting a book at nowhere.
He's being exposed.
Somebody signed him for like some convention, and then everybody protested, so they fucking canceled his ass.
Yeah, okay. What exactly? I'm sorry, I didn't look.
He's sexually harassed about a bazillion women.
Okay, never mind.
Had women sleep with him for power and things like that. Just a million things came out. And he was kind of Vince McMahon's fall guy there, it seemed like, for a lot of the stuff. It was like he was trying to take Vince's sloppy seconds and everything, it seemed. But yeah.
So basically, he's the smaller version of Vince McMahon. Like
he's
what
just
Vince
a
McMahon
gigantic piece of shit in real life, from what everybody says.
Yeah, and my thing about it is that how the hell is Vince McMahon still employed?
I don't know. Well, he owns the damn thing. That's why. That's how he's.
I understand that, but
Daniel says he was Vince's right-hand man with the ladies, or he was his peeping Tom. But it was sitting back there. He was doing his best, what impression. Like he was sitting over there and probably watching in the corner or something. When JR buried him a few months ago on his show about him getting fired, and he just buried the absolute
shit out
crap out of him. It It was absolutely hilarious because you don't really hear a lot of people ever say anything nice about John Laurinaitis.
And
but
then
I don't know the guy. It's just the stories you hear. So
back in 2012, I believe John was like the GM of Raw and SmackDown,
he was
and
great with the people power stuff, though. Chris,
he was.
funny.
I was. You just read my mind, which I was about to say that he was actually pretty damn entertaining. People power. So,
him coming out on that scooter was pretty freaking funny.
I loved it. And then like the WrestleMania match for like the control of Raw and SmackDown between Teddy and John, like with both their teams. Let me holler at you, player.
Teddy Long's always over with me.
Oh, which Teddy was on the 30th anniversary of Raw, showing out, being awesome as always.
Vince literally wanted to do an incest angle with being Stephanie's baby's father. He is bulletproof. Imagine trying to push that angle.
Well, that's extremely disgusting, and that speaks to what's on his mind. And also, once she rejected that, a fun fact for you, he tried to make that angle with Paul Burchill and
Katie Lee.
Yeah.
Do you think he has incest on his mom? These angles a bunch of times. Oh, nice move.
I would be honest, yeah. I don't even cancel for saying that, but
somebody
I
kick
mean,
this guy's ass with the straw hat, please.
Why?
He's annoying as fuck. He just doesn't sit down. He's got to get on camera every fight. Look at him. Sit the down. Come on. We need to call the friggin' Public Enemy out here with a table. They'll be over with me if they take straw hat guy
I
and put
agree.
him right through the table.
And
you know how little I like the Public Enemy, okay?
Oh god, the Public Enemy is terrible.
If they put straw hat guy through the friggin' table, though, they'd be over with me for the night.
Would you say Sean Waltman is one of the most underrated workers ever?
He doesn't get enough credit. Sure. I think he gets, people know him, of course, for his, for a lot of the stuff he did after with China, of course, and then they know him for some of the great matches he had, and then they know him, of course, for his friendship with the Clique and the NWO. But I think he gets good love sometimes from people in regards to his accolades, but I think he gets forgotten a lot because he was another guy that really wasn't an easy person to be around, that a lot of people said for many years.
Yeah, that's true.
He wasn't very well liked. I mean, there's the term X-Pac heat for a reason, right?
Oh yeah. But very few people were as talented as him, like with being able to work with anybody.
He's a great performer, that's for sure.
Because while he was working for the WWE, he was the person that the newer wrestlers would work with to see if they were worth a damn.
His X-Pac theme song in the early 2000s is one of the worst of all time, too.
X-Pac! Or the X Factor one.
The worst theme song of all time is Brie Bella, though.
Remote!
I'd rather listen to the Nails on a Chalkboard than that theme song.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he got lost in the shuffle. Absolutely, he was always surrounded by big stars, which made him get lost in the shuffle for sure.
Yeah.
Daniel. I mean, when you're with Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hulk Hogan in a faction, you're going to be lost in the shuffle.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Nash, a shout out to me and John's favorite podcast, which is Click This. It's absolutely awesome. Check it out.
It's taken over as my number one podcast to listen to every week.
Same
here.
First
thing on Mondays when I get time to listen to my show, a podcaster or show for the week, whenever Monday or Tuesday when I can get to them. I definitely Click This is my favorite one. Him and Sean Oliver have great chemistry together. The show is funny. It's hilarious. Kevin has zero fucks about what he says and doesn't hold back on anything.
He has phenomenal insights.
Oh, he's just great in general. It's just great in general. Like it's the best podcast out there to listen to. I love 83 Weeks. I love My World and all that. When I get a chance to listen to them, those are probably my top 3 favorites to listen to.
I agree.
Is number one. I like Mick Foley's at certain times. I think it's really good too. I just don't get time to listen to it all the time. And
I love Kurt Angle to listen to him, but unfortunately,
my God, you're crazy. That is the worst show ever.
Really, listening to Kurt talk, I love, but like Paul Bromwell, I'm not the biggest fan of. Hey, Paul.
Oh, Paul Bromwell. He's still around?
Yes.
Is he his new host or something now?
I think yes. When I'm saying this, that I mean it. That I don't like Paul. Not as a person. I just don't like him as a host. Which I would rather have Matt Coon host the show.
Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
Just saying.
Did you really just say that?
Yes. Which I would rather hear Matt Coon host the show over Paul Bromwell. Just saying.
I'm out of here.
Bombshell dropped. You can't. Hey, come on. Hey. He's throwing his hands up, ladies and gentlemen. By God, he's throwing his hands up. I just dropped a bombshell that he temporarily got.
I'll be back. All right.
I
don't even know what to say to you right now, and I don't even have my earphones on to hear you. How could you say that?
I'm sorry.
How could you insult Paul Bromwell like that in just podcasting in general? What the hell is wrong with you? I'm not listening to you right now. I don't have my earbuds on because I don't want to hear what you have to say. You should be disappointed in yourself, and I'm taking a 5-minute timeout on that. I will be back on the show in 5 minutes after what you just said.
What the fuck?
I'll be back. I'm disappointed in you after all these years of friendship that you would say this. How fucking could you say that?
Hey.
No, I'm not listening. I can't hear you.
Okay, fine. All right, fine. Well, I guess I kind of pissed John off, but it is what it is. Anyways, different strokes for different folks. I'm not the biggest fan of Matt Coon's personal life, or not his personal life, but like the whole thing, like with him stirring the pot, like with a bunch of controversy. But I do think that Matt does have a good ability to host. I give a shout out to Matt on with that, and I would prefer him over Paul Bromwell. Sorry, but controversy, but it is what it is. Right now, we got the Nature Boy Ric Flair, the Rowdy One Roddy Piper, and Kevin Green in the ring right now. So I guess we're going to get like the stereotypical Rowdy Piper promo. Hold on, here we go. Just like that, Sensei Attitude is gone. It was even because of Ric Flair. Okay. And he's going to take his time out. Yes. Sorry, guys. Anyways. Okay. But, okay, so we got, it is Piper doing like a promo right now with Mean Gene Okerlund. And I believe they're calling out the NWO. And this is the thing, guys, is I absolutely love Piper. I love Flair. I love Kevin Green. I love all that stuff. But at this time, it seemed like Roddy Piper checked out and that he was pretty much just there to collect a check. Because his promos were extremely... You can't really differentiate very many of them because like a lot of them were cookie cutter and the same. So if you disagree with me, like you're more than welcome to say that. But like with Piper, I just wasn't the biggest fan of his promos at this time. I thought that Piper did a better job within his years, like within the World Wrestling Federation and his earlier years within Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. I thought Piper's promos were absolutely phenomenal. And like the Piper's Pit, all that stuff was great. But yeah, just like I said, I think Piper completely, he was just here for a check, and he just pretty much, mentally just was just, he tuned out because this was just Piper on autopilot and just Piper just regurgitating the same crap, just replacing different names. That's all. So there we go.
All right. Before we continue this show, you need to apologize to Paul Bromwell. All right.
I'm sorry, Paul Bromwell. Okay.
Say it twice.
I'm sorry, Paul Bromwell. Okay.
You do that to Paul. Okay. Paul's
okay.
Danger.
Okay. Paul, you just don't have the best chemistry with Kurt. That's all.
If I was a smoker, I would have gone outside and done a Matt Coon and had a smoke break and a Diet Dr. Pepper right there. Okay?
On camera.
I'd have been firing them up one after the other. I can't believe you insult poor Paul Bromwell like that. You should send You should send an apology card to Paul Bromwell wherever he lives.
How much you want to
Paul
bet
Bromwell does not deserve what you just said right there.
I guarantee you somebody will clip this and they'll send it to Paul Bromwell.
He had to send me. Chris has to send me some big money to get me to come back after that one right there. I'm telling you. My gosh. Matt Coon. Matt Coon has more podcast co-hosts than I have, okay?
and people want to talk shit about us.
That guy's had more fucking podcasts and different people that he cycled through than even me or Rob Francois, okay?
You know the crazy part about it is that he had a successful feed handed to him and he completely nosedived.
Regal dumped his ass fast and went back to the WWF after having to do podcasts with him and being in AEW. He dumped his ass, and then Coon did the FTR podcast with what's that guy's name, Dax or whatever.
Dax?
Yeah. And then he did the smart thing. He took that feed that Regal had and used it for his Dax podcast. Have you ever listened to that show with FTR?
I'm not.
I haven't either. I can't listen to anything that Matt Coon does. No way.
Nosedive.
Kevin
Matt
Green is
Coon.
in the background with that garbage jacket on. Sorry, Panthers fans.
Yeah, like that jacket's terrible.
Kevin Green definitely didn't have a really good fashion style or anything like that. That's for sure.
But I would not want to meet him in a dark alley, though.
No, he was a hell of a defensive player in his time, right?
Oh yeah, he was. I think that he's one of the top 10 sack leaders of all time, I believe.
Chris, did you rock a leather jacket out like Roddy Piper did here?
I did.
Only zipped up a little bit at the bottom there with your chest hanging out.
Yes, which I actually got pictures. So, like the next show we do, I will definitely have those available. Okay.
I took a 5-minute timeout and Flair's still on.
Oh God,
Gene.
Like I was telling the fans out there, what drives me nuts with Piper during this time is that I feel like he was just he was just showing up like to get paid, and it was just the same recycled nonsense from promo to promo.
Yeah.
Or do you think I'm crazy?
No, I agree. It was definitely past his time here. I mean, we just recently earlier in last year did the Super Brawl there with him and Hogan and the Alcatraz. The longest segment in the history of Nitro, and it even beat the Warriors, was when Piper brought out the 5 jabronis there to be his teammates, and then the next week they all got replaced.
It was that bad. I think Bischoff's like they look like shit, so just they're all fired. Anyways,
yeah, he waited for me to come back and start talking. I'm telling you.
I
know people love Flair. Some people love Flair. I can't stand him.
Yeah.
I can't stand him, Chris. What about you?
Which it depends on the era for me. Like this right here is just rinse and repeat. There's nothing that really makes him stand out. The promos are dull as shit. I'm sorry. Do you think Flair is just laying on like his laurels here, and it's just like, well, fuck it, which I'm getting paid?
1,000%. He's cashing a check at this point in time.
Because
you can't blame him. He was getting paid big money, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, because like honestly, like his older stuff, you can feel the passion behind the promo. You can feel the emotion, everything. This just seems just.
Look at Reggie White's glasses.
Dude, those glasses are the shit.
And that big 92 hat he's got on right there.
92, baby. Okay, so Kevin Green had 160 sacks, which is third all-time for sack leaders.
Pretty impressive.
He was voted to the 1990s all-decade team and was within the Hall of Fame in 2016. So the guy, absolute legend, and he died December 21st, 2020.
Yeah,
so
it's terrible to hear. Kevin Green was a hell of a football player. And, he loved wrestling, and they talk about how much he loved his wrestling.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, boy, Chris, here they come.
Oh, God.
Danger. High voltage. Chris, touch your microphone for a second.
Oh, God.
Man, I'm telling you, they're shocking us even from 1997.
Oh, God, yeah.
We got Braun Breaker and a jacked up Brian Pillman coming out here.
Oh my God! Did you? Kevin Green never won a Super Bowl as a player, but he did as a coach.
Who was
He was the linebackers coach for the Packers from 2009 to 2013, and the linebackers coach for the Jets from 2017 to 2018.
He definitely did win a Super Bowl with the Jets.
And he won Super Bowl with the Packers.
Chris, look who's coming.
The most boring fucking dull.
Well, they're over here because it's Philadelphia.
Yeah, no shit. This is the loudest crowd reaction I've heard so far since watching this team.
Everybody's waving their hands.
Oh, yeah. Well, look at the fuck they're wearing. Like, they're wearing Flyers jerseys.
Yeah, that dipshit just dropped the top of the fucking can there already.
How much coke do you think they did before they went to the ring?
They were bumping lines for fucking hours straight before this one.
Okay, over or under? Do you think they did more coke than Don Jr.?
Whoa. I gotta think on that one. That's a tough question. Straw hat guy's moment of the night.
God damn, I love it.
The coke filling up the trash. All right, who's going through the table tonight? Which one of high voltage?
Kenny Kaos.
Kenny Kaos is going through.
That's my call, Kenny Kaos.
Right, I'm going to go with Robbie Rage. I don't think they can pick Kenny Kaos up. I think they're doing Robbie Rage. Really, though, Robbie Rage looks like Braun Breaker and Robbie Rage, Kenny Kaos. He looks like a jacked up Brian Pillman. Oh, Jesus. Look at
Good Lord. Good Lord.
Look at the ring already.
You hear the fans screaming ECW.
Yep. They don't give a shit about the Public Enemy. They just like ECW. This is a Philly crowd. That's what it is. They love this crap.
In my opinion, the
bunch
best
of animals in Philly, man.
The best two wrestling crowds out there, Chicago and Philly. Tell me I'm wrong.
Chicago is great. I got to go with New York though, and Montreal too. I think Montreal's the best crowd in wrestling when they come out there.
Okay,
that's my opinion now.
So you'd say Montreal then Chicago?
Probably Montreal, Chicago, New York, Philadelphia would be my top four. Daniel said, it's right here. He goes, I'd offer to go through the table if I didn't have to see this match.
Oh, God. What about the Gastonia, North Carolina crowds?
They're pretty damn good.
They're rowdy.
Winston-Salem as well. They're gonna be hopping for that Winston-Salem scaffold match. Look at Johnny Grunge's fat ass. He couldn't even put a pile driver through him. He just sat down.
This is a perfect physical description of this match. It's a toilet seat. It's a shitter.
It's just a piece of shit match.
This is terrible.
It's got a toilet seat in the ring, folks, for those now watching this. There's legitimately a fucking toilet seat in the ring right now.
Yes.
Straw hat guy standing up again. He's living his best life right there. He's living his best life.
Goddamn.
Oh, man.
Which I would rather watch the Bret Hart Vince McMahon match from WrestleMania 27 than watch this.
This is kind of funny, though, just to laugh at this, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
This is just kind of funny to laugh at.
Goddamn, Daniel.
They're gassed out already. The Public Enemy, man, they're gassed out.
Bro,
look
what Daniel
line
said.
Of coke that they did in the back is starting to wear off right now. Brad Attitude and Winston-Salem is stuff made of legend. Scaffold is honored to have him. You're damn right.
Where can I order a Brad Attitude shirt, John?
AttitudeMerch.com.
Okay, so for all the Brad Attitude fans out there, what is that again?
All right, hold on. I'll tell you for sure. AttitudeMerch.com.
Okay.
Go check it out. On next week's show, when we do Raw next week, yes, I will rock out my Brad Attitude shirt that's coming in the mail.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's how excited I am to wear my Brad Attitude shirt, okay? Get your merch with attitude. That's right. This shirt is tremendous. Let me just say. Daniel got one too. We're going to go to Brad Attitude. We're going to the Winston-Salem scaffold match for AML. And we're going to be front row center. And when he throws Caucasians, Mike's sorry ass
You
off
guys,
the scaffold.
You're gonna catch him, aren't you?
I'll give you a spoiler. I might be coming out as his manager that night. You know, you never do know. Me and Daniel are part of the Attitude family. So
now, are you going to be like Jim Cornette and blow both your quads falling off the scaffold?
I'm not getting on the scaffold. Lord knows I got enough leg problems as it is. That ain't gonna happen.
Oh, speaking of a great podcast, check out the drive-through with Jim Cornette.
Look at these. They got 2 tables stacked on top of each other. The one table is literally duct taped together. It's a recession in WCW right now. They had to take last week's table that they broke. Is this going to break when they put him on? I'm going to win because Robbie Rage is going to be the one.
Damn it.
I'm winning on this one. We'll see if I win on the Giants match later on the time. Yeah. Yep. Robbie Rage is up there in the table. Uh-oh. Here they go.
No.
I'm winning. I can feel it. Big boy's going through this. Jesus, he's going to kill him. Oh, my Lord.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Which I'll send you.
That was fun.
Okay. It was so bad it was good.
If I'm giving Public Enemy credit, you know it wasn't that as bad as it normally is because they're normally terrible. That was fun.
Then I will send you your 15 cents I owe you. How about that?
All right, so I'm 1-0 tonight. Let's see if I can go 2-0 when the guy comes out here.
Okay.
Caucasian Mike is going for a ride off that scaffold. Brad will just look at him and Mike will jump off. That's right. You know it, Daniel.
Dude, okay. Chuck Norris got his swagger from Brad Attitude. Just saying.
All right, I think we got the Giant match coming up next, so I'm going to get my stopwatch here ready. What do you think? I think the Giant's coming up next.
You got me. You got me now.
Yep, Giant's coming out now. The lights have gone out, and the green,
the puke green.
The puke green lasers are out now.
Ha 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 ha.
Now he's not Dungeon of Doom at this point. He's just miserable. Look at him. He quit smoking before this match started. He hasn't had a smoke in about 5 minutes.
I lost which I've gone through 326 jobs since we started shooting again.
That must have been the worst job you ever had.
Oh God, yeah, man. The Giant rehired me 14 times to help him.
Wow.
As his smoke therapist, and like the bastard would, which I would be laying in like the bed in the other room, and you would hear glass shatter. You would hear like his couch is being tossed out the window because this man is so angry.
Is on right now, Chris.
This is 911.
Yeah, that's 911, but he's Big Al today. He's not Tombstone.
They're trying to kiss the ass of the ECW fans, aren't they?
We're 16 seconds into this match.
46 seconds is my thing.
Mine was 50. All right. I'm putting it up right here so we can call it.
Wasn't 911's
it's not going to show on the green screen there.
Wasn't his gimmick he just showed up and chokeslammed people?
Yep, pretty much. We're at 38 seconds right now. It's chokeslam time, Chris. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47.
Okay, you're going to win.
48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. 1 minute.
Wow.
2-0. I'm closer.
Okay. All right, I got you. I'll send you 15 more.
Apologize to Paul Bromwell again.
I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry, Paul. Like, I was just,
oh, Jesus.
I was a tad bit delusional from all the peanuts I've been eating
here. This is great. At least he didn't hire you for to do his fitting for his wrestling gear, Daniel.
Oh God, yeah, a little bit too tight if you ask me.
Anyway, right there.
I don't care to see it.
What is the point of what we just saw?
No.
Was there anything gained by beating Big Al?
No. The hell is this?
Oh, it's Konnan.
Oh. I've never heard this version of his theme music.
I don't remember it either. Talk about another stereotypical gimmick right here, huh?
Pretty much Dominic's doing this gimmick. Let's be honest. Because you know how close Ray is with Konnan.
Uh-huh.
And Dominic and all. Yeah, so basically, Konnan is basically one of Dom's uncles. I mean, let's just be honest here.
Ooh, Kimberly's coming out. How you doing?
Bang.
Wow, Kimberly was pretty smoking right here at this point in time. Look at that.
Yes. More smoking than the giant smoking a cigarette.
That's pretty hard.
Yeah.
When you look up smoking in the dictionary, you see a picture of the giant's face, okay?
Don't look at me.
Daniel says Konnan still trying to find out where his dog's at. Where are they at?
Seriously, guys, I lost them. Here's a poster. Please, if you find them, let me know.
He's blowing kisses at the crowd here. I don't know why. I wish they could play his old music instead of having to cut it out.
What, the self high five?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, the WWF version was fucking terrible.
Awful.
The one, yo, it's me, it's DDP. And like the stalker gimmick, it was fucking dreadful. They should have set up a People's Champion of World Championship Wrestling versus the People's Champion of the WWF. They should have The Rock versus DDP.
Paige is just rubbing it into the crowd there that he's got this smoking hot wife. He slaps her in the ass as she walks out of the ring right there.
Hey, baby.
He's just kind of rubbing it in right there. What
Did you hear
he getting over or what at this point? It's, look at Konnan. He's throwing the hip thrust and kiss at DDP's wife.
Oh.
DDP getting over or what though at this point?
Oh yeah. I would you argue the fact the two most over wrestlers in 1997 for World Championship Wrestling besides the New World Order was Luger and DDP?
Luger, Sting, DDP. Sting at the top, of course, because of the stuff. Sting, Luger, DDP. So somebody put up in one of the groups today on Facebook, I saw, they were talking about the worst WCW, most overrated WCW champions ever, and somebody threw Lex Luger in there.
Are they fucking crazy?
That's what I said. I said, why? I said, are you serious? I know his run was short in 97 with the title.
It was perfect for what it was.
Lex Luger was one of not only the most over, or was not only one of the most over wrestlers in WCW in 97. He was one of the most over wrestlers in the world in 1997.
I think they were rewarding him for doing so well, and that's why they gave him the belt for that week. And I think, which I would love for somebody to argue this for me, the greatest transitional champion of all time was Lex Luger.
He should have had a little bit longer though.
I agree.
Point, though. I really think he was so over at that point. And, people crap on Lex because of his, oh, he just was a body guy. Wasn't the greatest worker. Man, go back. Wait till you see in a couple of months here when we get to that point. We'll be there probably in about 3 or 4 months when Lex really takes off around that summertime. We're in mid-April right here, so he really starts taking off, I think, in probably late May, early June. Beautiful diamond
Beautiful.
cutter. Nice. Out of nowhere, and that's that. Beautiful. Yeah. Just wait till you see the crowd reactions that Lex gets in 97. Especially in that summertime, especially that build up with him and Hogan. I think if I was to guess tonight, I don't, I know they got 9 million NWO members in Kevin Nash's corner tonight, but my opinion is tonight is that Lex will probably really start taking off on that meteoric rise to the top tonight and start really taking out
here we go.
A lot of the members of the NWO and really showing why he's going to be a big player.
I agree.
Macho's out in the crowd there with Liz. Now, wasn't Macho legit hurt at this time?
Yes. Damn! Is there him?
Going out after him in the crowd.
You tell your lady to quit fantasizing about the Macho Man.
Oh, God, that's a good line. Dude, I was saying Macho's top 5 up there, too, like in 97 as like a big player. Because if it wasn't for Macho, DDP wouldn't have been able to skyrocket like he did.
Made his career.
Yep.
PDP said it a million times too. He made it. He made his career go to that next level.
It's kind of like right now with Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. The feud with Roman is making Sami's career even go on that main event level. You know,
who's Ray Rhodes? Oh, the Eagles coach at the time, right?
Yeah,
that pretzel Ray's got, man. Ray's enjoying that pretzel. He don't like any cheese in it though.
Do you like those kind of pretzels?
Yeah, they're good. I like soft pretzels like that.
Do you like mustard, salt? Do you like cheese on it? Like, what do you like?
Oh, I like mustard, but I prefer cheese.
I got you.
Daniel says right here, he was a true seller in my opinion. Lex was over like not many have ever been at that time. Absolutely.
I agree. Oh God,
Lee's here.
Speaking of over, man,
he's in Saginaw, Michigan.
Dude, what's your favorite memory of visiting Saginaw, Michigan?
The Saginaw slobber knocker back in the day between Bruno and Vern Gagne.
The Saginaw street fight.
Slobber knocker.
What about the Saginaw street fight that ended up with a car wreck? Remember that one? The Saginaw street fight? That was absolutely atrocious.
There's been so many of them. I can't. It's very hard to list my favorite ones.
They have the highest insurance rates in the whole country for car accidents because of those matches.
I'm telling you, Saginaw is a hell of a town there, and we're gonna be there next time for Nitro. I'm pretty excited for that one.
Oh yeah. Well, we're talking about theme music.
Chris, raise the roof, baby. Come on.
Yes.
Daniel has a very good comment right here. I thought a Saginaw slobber knocker described some of the women who live there.
Oh, God. Well, we go from shitty theme music to one of my favorite theme songs of all time.
And one of my favorite female performers of all time out, as I always say it, Sister Sherri.
Oh, yeah.
The woman that could beat half the guys' asses in the back. She probably could have taken Booker T and Stevie Ray and beat their ass, and they were tough bastards, too.
I agree.
Yeah, let's say this right out here too. I bet you these two back in their time were two of the toughest out there too.
I agree.
I don't think many people were going to fuck with Stevie Ray or Booker T.
No, they're the type to just give you like a look and you're like, okay, sorry.
Here comes Jeff Jarrett and Mongo out here. Chris, throw out the plug for Mongo as we always do.
Please go to teammongo76.com to show your support for Mongo McMichaels with his current battle with ALS. Right now, he's in the fight of his life, and if you could, please go to teammongo76.com. You can buy shirts, you can buy bumper stickers, you can buy wristbands, or you can just flat out donate. So please, you go to teammongo76.com because me and John have nothing but the utmost love and respect for the men and women that sacrifice to wrestle for us, because these men and women, 300 plus days a year back then, and their bodies went through hell. So, the least we can do is show our love and support for what they've done for us with the entertainment by giving a shout out to Team Mongo.
Yep, let's go Mongo for sure.
Yeah,
let's cheer him on in some way we can. He's going through a hell of a battle right now.
Oh, speaking,
Sister Sherri even left Haku shaking in his boots. Nothing like a woman scorned.
Oh, hell yeah, man!
Boy, that'd have been a fight between those two.
Dude,
imagine Sister Sherri and Haku going into a bar and taking on the ladies and the guys there. The damage they could probably do.
Oh, Lord, I'm good. I would not even want to be sitting in the vicinity, and which I would love to see Sister Sherri and Ming have a drink off. I
Double
think
J's out here. Double J's still performing to this day. Can you believe that?
Yeah, and he's more over with me than ever. And back during this time, I couldn't fucking stand him. I'll be honest with you.
He was a fucking channel changer at this point for me. What's he going by now? What's his new name? The Last Outlaw?
The Last Outlaw, Jeff Jarrett. Ha ha. He's in a stable with Jay Lethal, with Sanjay Dutt, and a really, really tall guy from India.
That narrows it down.
He's like 7'4". Jesus. I mean, the guy's massive. Yeah.
I haven't seen AEW in forever.
It's, God, I hate saying this. I'm not a huge fan of it that much anymore because the storytelling is absolutely atrocious. I hate saying that. God, I do, because I wish the best for everybody there. But yeah, they lost me.
But you know what? They can still get people back.
They can. They can. The Maxwell Jacob Friedman, he's still the world champion, but I feel like they pulled the trigger way too late.
Daniel says Jarrett is a true heel. Just leave Danhausen alone, and we will have no problem.
Whoa!
He doesn't want to get cursed.
Exactly.
Right,
dude. Like the last time that Danhausen cursed me, like my bowel movements were extremely painful.
I'm not messing with him.
I'm not. Which I cut him off in traffic, and he cursed me. Last time I ever do that, my friend.
Has your car worked since?
No.
Yeah, you've been walking everywhere, right?
I have.
You're riding a scooter now for that.
Yep. I've had to ride a scooter because of Danhausen.
Maybe you'll learn your lesson next time.
Oh yeah.
Apologize again to Paul Bromwell.
I'm sorry, Paul.
You don't want to get cursed for that one either.
Yeah,
Danhausen's not a fan of Kuhn. You definitely pissed him off. Go
Maybe
smoke a truckload of cigarettes tonight for your punishment for that.
And my penance.
Daniel says that's what you get for driving in 2 lanes. All right, I gotta say this. This has been a really fun show tonight.
It has. This has exceeded my expectations dramatically. I was wrong. Sometimes because it looks like shit on paper, it doesn't mean that it's going to be a bad show. So I was wrong. And the Public Enemy, they surprised the shit out. That was the biggest surprise of the night for me.
All right, I'll leave my comments to the end because I don't want to have to say it twice. So I'll say it at the end. What I'm going to say. You'll never hear me say it ever again. I'll just say that at the end of the show. I'll say something you'll never hear me say ever again.
Matt Kuhn's a good podcaster?
No, that's never going to be said.
All right.
That's never going to be said.
You will pay for Matt Kuhn's cigarette rehabilitation efforts?
Do you want me to cash in my 401k and never be able to retire? All right? Like, I want to retire one day, okay? Like, seriously, come on. I'm not that rich, all right? I got a couple of bucks stashed away, but not that much. That's a lot.
I love it.
Don't curse me like that.
Speaking of fun things, beyond curses, Mongo has been kicking ass for what, like the past month on the show for us
now on the show
since
we've gone through it through the last year. I know we took some time off and came back to it, but here we are. He's been doing great. Daniel said here we thought John's walk-off moment would be the Public Enemy, yet the impossible became possible. This has been one of my favorite shows that we've done in a long time. And we always have fun. We always have fun here, me and you. That we
have a blast.
Just for me and you do this because life is busy enough as it is. Crazy, throughout the world. You're working. Yeah. We're all busting our tail all the time. Yeah. Kids, family responsibilities. This is a fun thing for us to do. When we started this back up, we said we're going to just keep doing it, have a great time. This has been one of the most fun shows that we've done in forever.
Oh God, yeah, man. And the thing is, because like me and you, we do this to hang out and like to share our love for wrestling. So like,
tell that fucking straw hat guy, Craig, to sit the fuck down, man.
Sit down.
Put the cookie down now.
Put the straw hat down.
This guy has got heat with me tonight, bro.
Dude, the Mongo's ponytail is on.
I'd rather hang out with the yodeling kid than this straw hat idiot.
Yodeling. Who?
The yodeling kid?
No, I don't. Who's the yodeling?
Get me started on him. All right. Don't even get me started on that kid.
You hate that little bastard, don't you?
Oh, the little kid. Straw hat guy is getting more heat though with me tonight.
Fuck
if I was sitting near that guy, I probably would have taken my beer and dumped it in his face by now. And I would have gone up and grabbed Ray Rhodes' pretzel and just shoved it down his throat and said, sit down.
Do it right now.
The next time I'm taking a foot-long hot dog and shoving it right up where the sun don't shine. Sit down, straw hat guy.
Oh my God. Yes.
Daniel says, straw hat guy trying to act tough with that shirt on. This guy's a putz.
Wait. Bray Wyatt can pull it off.
That's Bray Wyatt, though. He ain't straw hat guy.
That's true.
Straw hat guy is going to be trending on somewhere on social media after this gets out there here.
Yeah, I gotcha. Now, what do you think about Bray Wyatt's current run from what you've seen?
It's okay. I think it's being drawn out too much. I thought it was a good match. You know, like it was kind of a cool thing with the pitch black. It wasn't a good match or anything, but
no,
you know, I think it's interesting, but it's a little too slow and weird for me. Like, I'm just not sure where they're going with anything, but maybe that's the point of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen, it's cool, but it's not like the greatest. I want to see the Bray Wyatt. My favorite version of Bray Wyatt is the Eater of Worlds.
I love the Eater of Worlds one, yes. That, and which I know this isn't very popular, but I love the Fiend when it first started.
Bray can do anything and make it good. It's just really confusing, and I think it's losing fans.
I think, yeah, because I think the Uncle Howdy is Bo Dallas. So
probably, yeah.
Oh shit, Sister Sherri.
Daniel said the Bray character is all character, no wrestling substance. The feuds are good, but not in the ring. Yeah. Yep. I agree. I want to see them do more with it. I really want to see him involved in something really, really good. I want to see him as just a stone cold killer out there that could take anybody out.
That's like, you were extremely blunt with me, and you said, Chris, when it comes to Cross, he's all character. He's a great entrance. It's just his matches you're just not a fan of, and I can respect
not in
your
WWE.
No,
on the main roster. I love Karrion Kross. I think he's phenomenal. I just don't like what they do with him there. I don't think he fits.
I think that his run down on the Yellow Brand was phenomenal.
I think it was too.
But he's going to be in a number one contendership match for the Intercontinental title on Friday. So I'm hoping they'll let him win, and they'll Gunther and Cross at Mania would be great.
Is there like a rule every week that we have to give everybody in the Horseman mic time?
Yes.
It's got to be written in their contract for the Horsemen or something.
Dude, Mongo's ponytail is on point.
Push LA Knight to the moon. Yeah. I love LA Knight. He's great.
He's phenomenal.
He's really good. He's really good. They had a really good back and forth with him and Bray Wyatt and LA Knight from what I saw in the clips, though.
I hope they don't do what they did to The Miz to LA Knight.
I hope not either.
And The Miz, it's not fair the way they book him.
No. Both two great guys on the mic, very good performers in the ring. Miz is a very good performer in the ring that people just shit on. He's not the greatest in-ring worker of all time or anything like that, but he's a very good performer in the ring.
I agree.
I agree with that. Reggie White here?
Yep. Because of the football backgrounds.
Yeah, they did it. Didn't they do an angle with Reggie before this with them in WCW too?
Yeah, in 1996.
Ooh, Reggie's taking those nifty shades off here. Now he's sitting back down. Mongo's put him in his place.
The man's gonna be in the Hall of Fame, no doubt. Uh-oh. Oh shit.
Ooh, you don't like the Philly fans calling them losers. I wouldn't disagree with them though.
Well, they might be losers again on Sunday, so just saying.
Ooh, he's calling them out right here. Calling the fans losers and how Reggie left them for the Pack. Yeah, I forgot Reggie played for the Eagles.
Yep, and he left them, which at the time,
right?
Yep, and at the time, he was the highest paid defensive player in football whenever he signed with the Packers.
He passed away really early in life too, right?
He did.
Oh, shit.
And Reggie was a wonderful man of God.
He is a big motherfucker. Look at him.
He is. Good Lord.
He makes Mongo look small.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, shit. In the face.
Oh, shit.
Is there ever been a better announcer for, like, you know, in-ring announcer than Mean Gene?
No. Yeah, not even close. You know what? I'll say Mike Adamle.
Jeff Harvey would disagree with you on that one.
Or, hold on. Something Frost. Okay, like, what's the guy's name again?
Frost?
Chad Frost. That guy's a legend.
From, the Young Rock or whatever?
Yes, Chad Frost.
Jesus.
Hey, Daniel, what's your favorite Chad Frost match?
Daniel would say everyone. He's a big Chad Frost fan from what I've heard. That's what he's told me, at least.
I wonder if they have, like, some Chad Frost merch.
He probably will have a pro wrestling tease anytime soon. Everybody else does, right?
Yeah.
I like the end of that though, with the setup, with the stuff for Reggie White and Steve McMichael there. I thought that was kind of good.
It done very well.
All right, here comes the total package, Mr. 1997 Lex Luger.
Oh, here we go. The MVP of 1997. Absolutely hot as a motherfucker when it comes to momentum.
All right, look at the crowd here for people that are watching this.
Yeah.
Look at the crowd. Look at how much they dig what's going on with Lex Luger right now. And you tell me this guy ain't over.
He's over like Rover, my friend. Over like fucking Rover. I just absolutely outstanding.
Now, Daniels goes to all the signings. Daniel, have you ever met Luger? Tell me if you've ever met Luger. I don't know if you've ever told me if you have before or not.
From what many people say, Luger is a wonderful human being.
What everybody says that about him now. Yeah, he's changed his life around and all that stuff. He's one I would definitely love to meet at a meet and greet. I've always been a Luger fan, though. You know that.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yep, met him in July at StarCast. Great guy, and that's awesome. Oh, yeah, you did, because I remember you sent me the picture now. Yep, that's why I thought you had, Daniel.
This is somebody that I would love to meet right here. I would love to meet Nash.
Nash is the type of guy that would be just fun to go out and hang out with, right?
And just smoke a joint with, or just have a beer.
He'd be just chill as hell, too. Now, he's never going to do it with the fans because he openly says he never will.
Unless he gets paid for it, pretty much. Let's be honest.
No, He just says that he would never do it. Somebody wrote on an email to him on the show a month or two ago. Like, hey, if you ever come into this town, let's get together. And because I guess Kevin Nash has a weed brand.
Yeah.
And he's like, we'll light up together. And Kevin's like, nope, absolutely never going to happen with a fan. I'm never going to be lighting up with you. Not going to happen. Sorry.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know your rules. I don't want to get thrown in jail for some stupid shit. Not going to happen, man.
Okay.
He's happy to go. He always says he's happy to go to the meet and greets and meet the fans, but he's quiet and reserved from what people have said. Here's Daniel, just put the same thing.
Yeah.
Quiet at meet and greets, respectful. He's there to do business. That's what Kevin Nash does. He does business.
Speaking of business, okay, Jumpin' Jeff Farmer, of course, is a part of the New World Order, okay, as the fake Sting. Now, the thing is that Daniel the other day sent me messages that nearly had me pissing myself, and I have to say this because it's the New World Order, Jumpin' Jeff Farmer. Like, we're gonna be doing this, baby. And Daniel sent me some messages that just made me piss myself. And Jeff Farmer, for many people that don't know, is an absolute stud. Yep. You think Ric Flair is a ladies' man? He ain't nothing compared to Jeff. And Daniel said it in these wonderful words. He said, Jeff Farmer is such a stud. He laid more pipe than Flair. Flair got Farmer's scraps. Then he said Flair would flip-flop to his death if he was swimming in the poon that Farmer had. And anything Farmer did was full force. And Jeff started the what, which actually Stone Cold stole the what from him, because too many women were screaming at him. And he
started
went,
the yep movement.
Yep, the yep, which turned into what. So guess what? You're welcome, Stone Cold. So I'm just saying,
Big
Daniel, I love you, and I just had to give you a shout out, like with those wonderful comments.
Daniel is one of the funniest human beings on the face of this earth, in my opinion, that I've ever met.
Yes,
I got not just because he's a good friend, but I got to give him credit to it. He's one of the funniest fucking human beings. I could have the worst day in the world, and Daniel will send you something and just have you rolling for hours.
I agree.
We'll put Daniel over here 100% all day. This guy's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%. I mean,
the stupid shit that we message back and forth with all the time that nobody else in the world would probably understand, that we just get a kick out of. That's all I can say is
we have our own sense of humor on things, but it's
floated. Daniel, remember, floated. He'll know what that means. You know what that means, right?
What, floated?
Yeah, floated.
Floated. Send it.
Floated.
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 I don't know.
Rookie of the year.
Oh, the mom.
Oh.
Floated.
Say sorry to Chet Steadman now.
I'm sorry, Chet
Say
Steadman.
sorry to the Rocket, Chet Steadman. That's his girl. You should know
I'm
this.
sorry, Rocket.
And
Rocket.
And Rocket, for that, then I'll send you like a lifetime supply of hot ice. The best of both worlds.
Damn
Hot
right it is.
ice.
Let the big dog eat.
Let the big get it in his head.
Jeff Farmer won't go in the Hall of Fame because they won't build him his own building. He says nobody deserves to be. Yep.
Yep.
Nash has been on the offensive this whole match against Luger. Ooh, leg right over on top of Luger's throat.
When would you say Nash was at his absolute peak?
Wow. He had a lot of great runs there. Speaking of Jeff Farmer, there he is on camera. Get the hell off of there, Jeff. Please.
Hey, stop.
He's going full force.
He goes full force on everything. Flair got dehydrated just watching Jeff. Anyway,
at his peak. Man. Maybe 98, 99.
Okay.
Yeah. The finger poke of doom really soured people a lot on him, but Kevin was such a great big man and such a great performer, but he was a guy that was never somebody that was a true draw and main eventer, like player for the draws, like a big draw. And I don't think that was his fault in any reason. It was just that there was so many big guys at that time. Still main event player, but whole NWO is jumping Lex right now.
Oh,
8 of them against him. That ain't gonna work out well for him. Uh-oh. Come on, somebody's got to help him now.
Come on.
Listen to the crowd. Oh, DDP's coming out. Do you think he can match up with this? Let's see.
I don't know.
He's beating Vincent up at least, but that doesn't say much.
Dude. Vincent's a beast.
NWO's doing a full beatdown now.
The Public Enemy, like they do lines of coke before the matches. Vincent does lines of meat sauce.
Jesus, they're pegging the shit out of the ring right now with full cups of crap.
Good Lord.
Uh-oh, here comes the Giant. He just had his smoke in the back. He's feeling ready for business.
What kind of cigarettes are they? Like
Marlboro unfiltered. Kevin's got like a lead pipe in his hand right there or something.
The Giant's on his way to the ring.
Oh, man. Business is about to pick up. The Giant's ready to get in there.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. Giant says nope.
Yes.
Yep. Here it is.
Dude, you hear that crowd?
I fucking love Sting in 97.
But the real Sting's in the ring. What the hell? I'm confused. Which one's which?
Who's who?
Who's who?
3 bats. 1 for the Giant, 1 for Luger. No, 1 for DDP. Giant doesn't need a bat.
Oh, God, yeah.
Not with those lunchbox. No, he's giving him one, too.
Didn't Nash speak about how those were like dummy bats, like rubber?
I don't know. I don't remember. Now the NWO, are they going to back up here? We got 4 bats, 8 of the NWO members, and Kevin's just got a lead pipe.
They're going to lay down the pipe, John.
Serious pipe. Sting's like the way that he carried himself in this gimmick, especially at this point in time, not talking, just that stone cold look on his face, like no emotion. You just gotta love it.
I agree.
Boy.
I would love to see the Iron Sheik coming out at this moment.
Fucking, he's gonna humble him. All right, good ending to the show.
Yeah, you're running off the NWO and everything.
Yeah, good ending to the show. NWO finally got their comeuppance there a little bit and got ran off.
I will be honest, the show was really good. I was completely wrong
there. Let's go first. Tell me what you thought of the show and what your highlight of the show was.
I thought the show was fantastic. Great storytelling, decent matches. I would say like surprisingly, I would say like the highlight was the Public Enemy match. I can't believe I'm saying this. That was the funnest match to watch tonight.
The low light, I would have to say, in my opinion, would have to be like the Hoovy and Ray match, for the simple fact they did not give them enough time. And also mixed in with that, the shit with Benoit and Kevin Sullivan, I don't really care. It's so exhausting to watch, and it's just kind of like, okay, we got you. And so like for that, yeah, I can't believe I'm putting Public Enemy over.
So
all right, John, you?
In the competition of Raw versus Nitro that we're doing every other week as we alternate shows now in this format, who do you got to go with? Who won, Raw or Nitro this week?
Nitro, without a shout out. Sorry, Honky. But yeah, just absolutely, they decimated Nitro decimated Raw this week. You?
First off, I love this show tonight. It was a lot of fun. On paper, it looked like shit, but it turned out to be a great show. It was really fun all the way around.
Quote Lou Brown real quick. I'm sorry.
What's that?
Quote Lou Brown.
Like maze, but you hit like shit.
Yes.
It was a really, really good show. It was a lot of fun. Like, I really give a lot of credit to them. They had some really solid angles and storylines. Some of the matches were really fun. Low point for me of the show, I'm going with Daniel here. Prince Iaukea. This guy couldn't draw fucking
flies to shit.
Yeah, he couldn't draw flies to shit. No doubt about it. This guy is terrible. Like, keep him off the screen. Highlight of the show, my favorite moment. I'll never say it again on this show, guaranteed. Public Enemy and High Voltage.
Can't believe I'm saying that.
Match was fun, and I think a lot of it is because of the Philly crowd too, and how they got into it so much.
I agree.
But it was a train wreck. It was absolutely
sloppy
as shit. None of those teams have any credibility with anything in wrestling, but by gosh, that match was fun. So you gotta give credit where credit's due, and you gotta be fair if we're gonna be honest on the show here. Just because I think the Public Enemy is the fucking worst doesn't mean I'm not gonna give them credit.
Well, even a blind squirrel finds a nut.
I'll tell you. It says Prince Iaukea couldn't draw Ric Flair to alcohol.
Really quick, before we go out tonight, I got something special to play for you.
All right, what do you got, man?
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order. Earlier we talked to Jumpin' Jeff Farmer.
He's here again.
Yep. Oh, there's Jumpin' Jeff Farmer. Jeff, a while back, what a match you had with Motley. Probably the hardest match I ever had in my life. Yep, but I don't like it when things aren't going my way. Things aren't going. Motley Crue, you turn the tables in the wrong way. You got me mad now.
I might have to make my own Jeff Farmer remix here one day. I'm telling you.
We love you, Jeff.
We do. All kidding aside. All right, Chris. We're going to take them out tonight here. It's been a fun show, everybody. I hope everybody had a great time with us. We had a lot of fun doing it tonight. Next week, we won't be back on Monday. Chris has to work late, but we'll have another show out for you guys next week.
We will.
Probably, Tuesday or Wednesday next week, somewhere around there. But we will be back next week. We're going to be covering In Your House. Is it the Revenge of the Taker?
Yes.
Yeah, Revenge of the Taker is going to be the show next week because it's the pay-per-view after the Raw. So we'll hit on Revenge of the Taker next week, and we'll be back for Nitro the week after. So for Brother Martin, I am Johnny Podcasting. Sensei attitude to you, Mr. Martin. Chris, take us out with one more apology to Paul Bromwell tonight. Okay.
Mr. Bromwell, I'm sorry for disrespecting you. Yep. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Paul, you better write him a fucking card after tonight. Find a way.
I'm sorry, Paul.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry for my partner here. His views do not reflect the other half here of the Retro Wrestling Revival. All right, everybody. We'll see you again real soon right here on the Retro Wrestling Revival. Thanks for checking this out live late with us, or if you checked it out later on. And,
sorry, Paul.
Yeah, you better be saying a lot of sorries to Paul in the near future. This will not be the last apology you get, Mr. Bromwell. I'm saying that right here. All right, everybody. Thanks again. We hope to see you real soon. Hope you had fun. And once again, thanks for checking out the Retro Wrestling Revival. And we'll catch you next week.